So the first deep rabbit hole we're going to fall into is simulation theory, which is something that I've had on the show. I've had Tom Campbell on the show, and who's fascinating. Just literally, that interview was 2 hours long. I just could keep talking to him forever. He's fascinating. But can you explain to people what simulation theory is for people who don't know what it is? And then let's start digging into it a little bit.
So it's the idea that we live inside some sort of matrix, some giant computer that's predetermined. And so everything that we're seeing is just a reflection. It's an illusion. It's not even real. And so that's kind of, in general, the gist of what simulation theory is. But yeah.
So then if you were saying that we're all connected and there's this energy, could you replace the word energy for code, DNA even? DNA is a little bit of a difference, but a code that is a language that we all can connect to. And that's why we're all kind of made of the same stuff. And there is consciousness is the energy that brings it all kind of together, because without consciousness, this body is just a meat suit, essentially, a bunch of atoms that just wouldn't have even come together without some form of consciousness, and let alone run for as many years as I've been alive, and hopefully for many more.
Yeah, so consciousness is not code to me.
Okay.
From consciousness emerges code.
Okay.
I mean, you have to keep thinking, if there is such a thing as before and after, consciousness is before anything. It's infinity itself. From infinity, then life gets created.
So it's an awareness that it's standing behind. Yeah, tell me. Yeah, I'm just trying to. Again, these are difficult questions. This is not easy stuff to talk about. We're talking about
starting off with the.
But like, so there's us. So we see, we act, we interact. But there's something behind us that is kind of seeing farther along, seeing a bigger picture than we are, which could be argued as the soul, higher self, some sort of connected spiritual entity or being. Is that a fair kind of where we're going?
Yeah, sort of. So again, consciousness, I use the word substance or energy, but it's something. I mean, we have to call it something,
Mm-hmm.
And from that, you're going to have your higher self, you're going to have your physical body. So it's really before anything at all, like before anything could ever exist.
Got it.
It's before existence. Think
if
about
there was,
that.
if there's a before and an after, which then your head starts to hurt a little bit.
Exactly. We're totally down the rabbit hole now.
Because
Right.
of course, in the source energy, God energy, there is no before and after, which we can't comprehend, because
Exactly.
the universe was there before and will be there after, or it never had a beginning or after. So it's just always been. That is a concept that spiritual masters throughout the years have tried to explain, and it's extremely difficult for us to comprehend in this physical realm, right?
Exactly. So, I mean, I think maybe the closest word could be infinity. How do you grab on infinity? Like as soon as you start to explain it, you're making it finite. So it's a
Right.
little bit like that, so consciousness is like infinity. It just is. And from that, as soon as you start describing, okay, so here's my body and I'm aware, and that's it. You're already past, you're already part of the one aspect of consciousness.
To watch the full video, click on the link below, and don't forget to subscribe.